Good morning, grade 5. For some reason, people are stuck in the waiting room. So we'll just wait a few minutes, hopefully, for them to be able to join. For those of you who are here, please, we're going to use today our Your Turn practice workbook and our literature anthology textbook. Okay? Okay, grade 5. Many of you are missing. Not sure why. Let's go ahead and start. Does everyone have their Your Turn practice workbook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to start with page 11, the vocabulary for this week. Okay, once you have your book open, please raise your hand if you would like to answer. Okay, Yassine Sept.
Hi.
Everyone?
I will open the Your Turn practice book.
Yes, page 11.
Okay.
Okay, Yassine, can you read number 1?
Yeah. Why might a student assemble books and magazines that are all in the same subject?
Okay, so we're going to write a complete sentence to answer each question using the word in bold. Okay, the vocabulary word. All right, so why do you think a student might assemble books and magazines that are on the same subject?
To assemble or to clean his room.
Again, dear, sorry?
To assemble to clean his room.
Okay, all right, so, but it says a student. So maybe it's something related to school?
Yes.
Okay, here, I have an example. You could say a student might assemble. Guys, you should be writing this in your practice workbook. Might assemble books and magazines on the same subject. For what? What do you think the student might need to assemble books and magazines for?
A student?
Clean his room.
Maybe for a research project?
Maybe.
Does that make sense, Yassine?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Number 2,
Yes. Why might campers lost in the woods retrace their steps?
Okay. What does retrace mean? What did we say retrace means?
Retrace when you when you come back from somewhere.
Okay, so retrace means to trace again. Okay, so they're going to, why might they need to look back at their steps?
Maybe they are lost.
Okay, so it says, why might campers lost in the woods retrace their steps? So it will help them to find
Their home or
okay,
their
very
camp.
good. All right, excellent. Camp is good. Okay, so they might retrace their steps to find the way back to camp. Okay. All right, number 3, Shlok. Thank you, Amr.
Yes.
Well,
How could you decipher
Decipher.
a piece written in another language?
Okay, how could you decipher a passage written in another language? What do we say decipher means, Shlok?
Decipher means to figure out the meaning of something.
Okay, that is usually difficult or it is not familiar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you decipher something that is written in another language?
With the there's an app in your phone that
Okay,
you can find read the words from the app.
okay. So we could use a foreign language dictionary, for example, to decipher the passage. Another way, we could use Google Translate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Shlok. Tanahi?
What options does the student have to improve their work at school?
Okay,
They can study.
excellent. Okay, so we need to use the word option. So we could say the options options students have are studying. What else? That says options. I need more ways.
To behave.
Okay. One more.
One more.
Okay, and completing. Very good. Thank you. More volunteers. The 4 that I have here have already answered. Volunteers, or I'm going to call on people randomly. No? Okay. Alday, number 5. Why is a distracted driver a dangerous driver?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay, what does distracted mean, Alday?
What is this?
Your voice is very far. I can't hear you. Okay, think about it, and I will call on someone else. Okay. Yes, Amgad? Why is a distracted driver a dangerous driver?
Because he could be in a car crash.
Okay, you could be in a car crash. What is the reason? What does it mean if you're distracted?
Focusing on something else and not focusing on the thing you have to focus on.
Excellent. So a distracted driver, thank you, is dangerous because he or she is not paying attention to the road. Is that right?
Mm.
Okay, thank you. Mustafa, Shanaini.
What is a way to accomplish a task more quickly? Um,
How can you accomplish a task more quickly? What did we say accomplish means?
just like to do something.
Okay, so to do something successfully.
Yeah.
All right, how can we do a task more quickly?
Read the steps.
Read the steps. Reread the steps, okay. All right, so one can, the steps for completing the task? All right.
The what?
The steps for completing the task?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can accomplish a task by rereading the steps. Sorry, more quickly, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Number 7. Volunteers, guys, where are you? Yassine Sadat, you can answer another one?
Yes.
Only
for
Yassine
steps.
is raising his hand. Where are you guys? Okay, now I see hands. All right, go ahead, Yassine. Number 7.
Okay. What can you use to help you navigate from one place to another? You can navigate yourself by using a map or a compass.
Excellent. You can use a map. Oh, sorry, that's not a word. Oops. A map or a compass to help you navigate from one place to another. Thank you very much. Okay, Zain, number 8.
Yes, right.
Good morning. Why do some people feel anxious in a thunderstorm?
They might get zapped.
They might get what? Sad?
Zapped.
Zapped? Okay.
They might die from
Right, but why? So they're anxious because
They might die from the storm.
so they're afraid, right? So some people feel
Yeah.
anxious because they are afraid of lightning, right? And thunder.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Did everyone write down the vocabulary?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Okay. All right, one more minute. You guys should be writing as we are answering, okay? Not to waste time that we need for reading during the session. Done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys.
No.
No, I heard someone say no.
Someone says no, you can
There's
screenshot it,
a,
then
sorry guys, number 3, I forgot the word a. I could use a foreign language dictionary. Okay. Now let's turn to page 16 in your turn practice workbook. We're going to read a small passage and then answer questions about realistic fiction. Who would like to read? Okay, Aisha. Good morning.
Use the class as a group was assigned to navigate the
Obstacle?
obstacle course. He was first in line and anxiously wondered how can I help my team. The first task was to walk the length of a swimming log a foot off the ground. No found was easy for him to balance and reach the other side. Then he had a realization he could help spot or guide classmates who were less athletic than he that he decided would be his contribution to his team.
Okay, thank you. How do we know that a passage like this is realistic fiction? Can you tell me, Aisha? After you read?
Because it can happen in real life.
Okay, it can happen. Right, so it tells us, thank you. It tells us about something that
And
could...
have dialogue and illustration.
Excellent. Okay. All right. The first answer is enough there. All right. So it tells us about something that could really happen. Okay. Something could happen in real life. Thank you. Abdurrahman Tanahi. What gave Noah confidence and an idea of how to contribute to his team?
Because when he found out walking the length of the log,
Your voice is very far, dear. I can't hear you.
because when he found out walking the length of the log was easy.
Excellent. Okay. So he navigated the first obstacle easily. This is why he decided, this is why he had confidence, right? And it gave him the idea. Thank you. More volunteers, guys. Are you all asleep? Okay. Malak?
Miss, I'm
You are what?
thinking.
Okay. Okay. Nobody knows? What do you think, guys? What words in the first paragraph show suspense? Suspense. What does suspense mean? Suspense. Does anybody know? can tell me what suspense is?
I don't know.
Yassine, can you help us here? Dun 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 dun. Have you heard this in a movie before?
Yes, I know the meaning of suspense.
Okay. We usually hear this when we're watching a movie, all right, to create suspense. What do you think that means? Tell me, Shlomo.
Suspense means you're stopping thinking about something, like you saw a movie half and you want to see it, you want to see the other half, but you cannot stop thinking about it.
Okay, dear, your voice cut out. Can you say it again for me?
You cannot stop thinking about something because you saw, like, example, you saw a movie half, then you wanted to see the other half, but no, you had school.
Okay. All right.
About it.
So you are you are anxious, or you are waiting to see what is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is when you have a feeling of being excited. It's also related to being excited. When you have a feeling of being excited or anxious about what may happen. Okay. So where do we see this in the passage? In the first paragraph. Yes, Aisen?
Anxiously.
Excellent. Anxiously worried. Sorry, wondered. Anxiously wondered. All right? This is what creates suspense. Okay, why do these words create suspense, guys? Why is there suspense? Do we know what is going to happen?
No.
Okay, so
We are thinking what will happen.
excellent. So Noah is not certain, so he's not sure how he will be able to help his team. Okay.
Yes.
Right, so he's worried. This creates suspense for us because we don't know how he's going to help his team. Okay. All right, guys. Now, if you could please open your literature anthology textbook for this week's story. Okay, did everybody complete the page in your workbook?
No. No.
All right, I'll give you guys 1 minute and then we will move on.
Miss, which book are we going to get?
The literature anthology, the big reading book.
Arthur.
Okay.
Yes, I finished.
You finished?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, can I move on?
I finished long ago.
No, miss, 1 second. I'm in the last one.
No problem.
Okay, guys.
I finished.
Okay, so our story this week is called Second Day, First Impressions. What
Miss,
is an
please go
impression,
back to the
guys?
last page.
I'm sorry?
Can you go back in the list?
Anything that you,
Words.
okay, it says he's worried. The last two words were he's worried. Anything you missed, guys? These videos are uploaded. I try my best to upload them early so that they're there if you need them. Okay. I was going to ask, I'm sorry?
What
Any,
is
any,
the page in the
what page? This is page 30.
okay.
Okay. All right, guys. I was asking you, what is an impression? Or what does the phrase first impression mean? Who can tell me? Who knows? Yes, Kenzie?
It's like seeing someone for the first time and you want to make an impression on them by being
Excellent. Okay, very good. Okay, so an impression is an idea that we have about someone or something. Okay? When we say a first impression, this usually means that this idea that we have about this person or thing is formed based on little evidence. Okay, so when we don't really know much about something or someone, this is we get an impression. Okay, so an idea about them. All right, but we don't really know them that well. Okay, so this is about a girl named Louisa. Okay, who is going to make a first impression. All right, so she is new. She is new to school. Let's just go ahead and get into reading. For time, guys, I'm going to read today, all right? And tomorrow, based on how much time we have, we will take turns, inshallah. Okay, so let's start. Louisa hesitated at the park entrance, scanning the sea of strangers for red t-shirts and trying to ignore the butterflies in her stomach. What does it mean if you have butterflies in your stomach? This is an idiom, another idiom. What do you think it means? She had butterflies in her stomach. Does she really have butterflies? Did she eat butterflies?
No.
So what does it mean?
She's very hungry.
No, his stomach, her stomach is hurting her.
So she has a weird feeling in her stomach. When you say you have butterflies in your stomach, this means you are worried or anxious. Our vocabulary word, anxious. Okay. So if you say you have butterflies in your stomach, this means you are worried. Okay. So again, to remind you guys, idioms have a different meaning than their literal meaning. So no, this does not mean she has butterflies in her stomach. It means she is worried. Okay. The entire 5th grade of Greenhaven Elementary was spread out before her, along with assorted teachers and parent volunteers, wandering the sun-dappled grass and gathering excitedly in color-coded groups for the morning's event. She finally spotted her teacher, Mr. Martucci, waving at her with a clipboard from the shade of a huge oak tree. She made a beeline for him. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. 3 of her teammates were already there. Louisa had met them yesterday in class. The boys leaning on the fence were Tyler and Sam, and the tall girl near them was Devon. Louisa hadn't had an opportunity to get to know any of them yet. Maybe today, she thought hopefully. This was her first real chance to start making some friends in this new town. She just had to get off on the right foot. Okay. Does anybody know what do you think it means? She had to get off on the right foot.
Means to forget old things and become a new person.
Okay. When we say get off on the right foot,
To do things right.
can you hear me?
To change, yes, to change a little bit, to have some friends.
Maybe, but the phrase "get off on the right foot" means make a good start at something. Okay, so we don't know yet. I guess you're right, Amra. We could say that she wants to fit in with her friends. Okay, so she wants to make a good start. Okay, this is her first impression. Right? She's making a first impression on them. All right, everyone, announced Principal Goldstein into her megaphone. I know you are all anxious to begin, so please assemble with your team. So get together with your team to start the annual Greenhaven 5th grade second day of school scavenger hunt. Remember, you have unique sets of clues, so don't get distracted by what your rival teams are doing. Okay, so don't let the people that you are playing against distract you. The finish line is not marked on your maps. You must figure out the clues to get there. The first team to reach the finish line will be our winners. Okay, let's see more about this scavenger hunt. Another boy from Louisa's class, Halen, dashed over to their group. He was panting audibly as he stumbled to a stop. What does panting mean? Panting means, do you know how a dog breathes? You know how a dog breathes very heavily? Yeah, they stick out their tongue and they pant. Okay, so he was so out of breath. He was panting audibly. Audibly means loud where you can hear it. Okay, so he is very tired from running. He was panting audibly as he stumbled to a stop, his sneakers untied, his red shirt inside out, and his hair a crazy mess on top of his head. Overslept again? Tyler asked. How'd you know? Halen seemed genuinely perplexed as he knelt to tie his laces. Perplexed means confused, so he pretended to be confused about why he came looking like such a mess. Okay, it is because he overslept and he had to run to school. Okay, Tyler, Sam, and Devon smiled, rolling their eyes. And go, shouted Miss Goldstein. Mr. Martucci produced a small cream-colored envelope and ripped it open. They all leaned in to read their first clue. Welcome, explorers. It's time to begin. You'll have to be both quick and clever to win. Think of the one place that has the most letters. Then go there to go on. Greenhaven go-getters. All right, where do you think we can find letters?
Mailbox.
In the dictionary.
The mailbox, dictionary, okay. Any other guesses?
Library.
Library, all right. Okay, let's
Read in books.
Maybe in books, okay. Mr. Martucci handed the map and clue to Devon and stepped back. Okay, red team, he said. Go to it. I'm just here to keep you company, and it's your job to decipher the clues and determine where to go next. Louisa held back, uncertain, but the others jumped right in. Maybe the movie theater? Suggested Devon. That's 12 letters. Okay, so they're counting the letters in movie theater. Greenhaven Public Library has 23, said Sam, pointing at the map. Wait, you guys, said Tyler. It's a clue, right? We should have to, figure something out, not just count letters, right? What is our vocabulary word that means to figure something out?
Navigate.
Navigate means to find your way. Which one
This
means to figure something out, something that is not clear? Decipher, okay. So they need to try to decipher the clue, okay? It's not easy. You must use your brain and really think, okay? All right, we should have to, figure something out, not just count letters. That was a good point, Louisa realized. Relieved that she hadn't blurted out something ridiculous before Tyler pointed out they were on the wrong track. Okay, so she is worried about not looking wrong in front of her new friends, right? Because she is worried about making a good impression and her new friends liking her. Oh, letters, Halen exclaimed, grinning. Not alphabet letters, the kind you mail. It's the post office. They took off for the post office at a run. Louisa necessarily let the others take the lead since she was still unfamiliar with much of the area. So, of course, she had to walk behind them because she doesn't know how to get to the post office. Taped to the stately front door was another envelope. which Halen tore open to reveal the next clue. Okay, what does it say? Your next stop is one you'll be happy to make. You'll wish you had time to stop for a break. A sweet place to go for that birthday surprise. Hurry on over and good things will rise. Okay, what do you think this clue means?
Miss, a place in the school. A place in the school that you take break in it, and you are so happy when you sit in it.
Okay, maybe. Maybe, do you think they're gonna go back to the school? Because they're at the post office now, so it could be anywhere, right? Not necessarily the school. I said it doesn't have to be at school, all right? It could be anywhere. All right, but maybe the place where the kids stop for break. Come on, Louisa told herself firmly. You have to attempt to contribute. Let me check the time, guys, before we run out. Okay. You have to attempt to contribute. So they're telling her you need to try. Maybe it means someplace with an elevator, things will rise. So they think she thinks because the elevator goes up, right? No, wait, I've got it, Sam said. The bakery. That's where you get a birthday cake for a surprise party, and cakes are good things that rise, okay? When we bake a cake, we fill the pan, right? And we put it in the oven, and then it starts to rise. Okay, have you guys seen this before? How the cake rises in the oven?
Yeah.
All right, Louisa glanced around embarrassed, but no one seemed to care that her idea had been wrong. So she's so worried about how she looks in front of her friends, right? She doesn't want to say something for them to make fun of her, or she doesn't want to feel embarrassed, right? But it seems they don't care. And now that she thought about it, Sam and Devon's ideas for the first clue had been wrong too, and no one had teased them or anything. The butterflies in her stomach seemed to be fluttering a little less. So she is less nervous now, right? As she headed toward the bakery with the others. Through the bakery's front window, they spotted the next envelope attached to the cake display case. Sam darted inside to retrieve it, maneuvering deftly around amused bakery patrons, then read the clue aloud. Think of our founder, the great you-know-who. Zain, no camera, please. Do not turn on video during the meeting. He started this town back in 1802. Make your way now to his last resting place. But time's growing short. Pick up the pace. All right, so I want you guys to think about this clue. Our meeting is going to end. So we're going to stop on page 34. Continue on 35 tomorrow. Okay, please be sure tomorrow to attend with your textbook for us to. Can you guess the clue? The meeting is going to shut off. So keep your guess for tomorrow. Who is this?
Anna.
Amgad?
This we can go out and come in again.
I only have you for one session today.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss, what's our homework today?
Like we
Check
can
the weekly plan,
break
guys. Check the weekly plan. Amgad, I didn't forget. I'm going to call on you tomorrow, all right? For you to
We have only
tell
one session, and we have now Arabic social.
Okay. All right, guys. Check the weekly plan. All right. There is no homework for you guys today. There's no homework. Guys, if it says no homework on the weekly plan, there is no homework. Okay?
Okay.
Tomorrow we will do, you will need your literature anthology textbook again, and we will do grammar.